Hello all, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to discuss about leveling, one of the important term coming under surveying. What is leveling? It is an art of determining relative heights of different points either on, above or below the surface. Okay, the main principle of leveling is to obtain the horizontal line of sight, and this horizontal line of sight is obtained with respect to vertical distances of point which are lying either above or below the line of sight that we consider. So mainly speaking, we can divide the objective of leveling into two. First objective is in order to find the elevation of given point with respect to some assumed reference line. Usually the assumed reference line is considered as the datum. You may note down the word datum. Then second objective of leveling is to establish a point whose elevation is already known. You know the elevation and you have to establish a point at that particular elevation. And this elevation is also measured with respect to datum. There are different terms that comes in leveling. We can discuss one by one. The first term is level surface. You can see in this figure the level surface is a plane surface which is parallel to the mean spheroidal surface of Earth. Okay, and when we draw a line in this level surface, you will be getting a level line. Similarly, if as shown in the figure, A is a point on this level surface and we draw a plane tangential to that point, then that plane is termed as horizontal plane. And if we draw a line on that plane, that line is termed as horizontal line. Okay, then datum. So we have already seen this word datum. What is a datum? It is an arbitrary level surface from which all the elevations of the point may be referred. Always the elevation is measured from a datum. In India, the mean sea level is considered as the datum, which is having elevation as 0. So it is the reference line. Earlier, our MSL was at Karachi, but now it is changed to Bombay High, Mumbai. How this MSL is measured? Usually, MSL is considered as average height of sea for all stages of tides, and usually it is get by averaging the hourly tide height over a period of 19 years. That's how MSL is being derived. Now coming to another term, that is elevation, or it is called reduced level or elevation. It is the height or depth of any point, and this height is always measured from the datum. So this point may be lying above or below the datum. Accordingly, RL is designated positive or negative. Then benchmark. It is a fixed reference point of non-elevation, not the point, it is of non-elevation, and it is also measured with respect to datum. Then for doing leveling in the site, you need the help of some optical instruments. So essentially it will be consisting of a telescopic device. In this telescopic device, there will be an object glass and line joining the intersection of the crosshairs of diaphragm of this particular instrument to the optical center of the object glass, and its continuation is usually taken as the line of sight or line of collimation. And the elevation of this line of collimation of that particular instrument with respect to datum is termed as height of that particular instrument setup. Now, we have seen the word benchmark. You know, there are four kinds of benchmark. You will be knowing this. You might have heard these words: Great Trigonometrically Survey Benchmark. Then, second one, Permanent Benchmark. Then, Arbitrary Benchmark and Temporary Benchmark. It seems this arbitrary benchmark and temporary benchmarks are almost same, but there are minor differences between these two. Let us see one by one. GTS benchmark. They are the benchmark that are established by our Survey of India department with higher degree of precision all over the country, and their position and RL values are measured from mean sea level itself. And as earlier we have discussed, this MSL is now at Bombay High, Mumbai, and this benchmark values, all this RL values of benchmarks are given in a catalog developed by the government. Okay, you can see the figures how GTS benchmarks are done. Then coming to permanent benchmark. Other than this GTS benchmark, some fixed permanent benchmarks are also established by government agencies such as railways, PWD, etc. And they are written on some permanent object as shown in this figure. It may be written on some culverts or some bridges, or as shown in this figure, this in the railway station, it can be uh, marked like this. You can see in the figure the rail level is noted and its MSL is given. Okay. Now, arbitrary benchmark. What is this arbitrary benchmark? While doing a leveling work, in order to get a start, you have to assume some reduced level for some particular point to start with. And if we try to assume RS of that reference points where you start your work, the point from where you start your work, that RL, that particular reference points and its RL are assumed. Okay, usually the reduced level of that arbitrary reference points are taken as 100 meter or 50 meter for small works. Okay, now temporary benchmark. Sometimes survey will continue for more than one day. In that case, in order to close a day's work, we have to fix or we have to assume some point as a temporary benchmark, and the RL of that particular object will be marked there, which will be the reference for next day's works. Okay, that is about temporary benchmark. These are the four types of benchmarks that we use in leveling. Then coming to instrument used for leveling. Basically, two instruments are required for conducting leveling. First and foremost is a level, which provides the horizontal line of sight, and second one is the leveling staff. Using this, we will be measuring the elevation of our line of sight. Okay, it will be graduated one. Then first of all, level. Level basically consists of four parts. First and foremost is a telescope. Second one is a level tube or bubble tube. This is used for making the line of sight horizontal. Then a leveling head is there in order to make the bubble center in this leveling tube or bubble tube. Then a tripod in order to support the instrument. The figures of these levels, leveling head and the tripod is shown in this figure. You can see the bubble tube in this figure, in the lowermost figure. Okay, this leveling head is the one with this foot screws as shown in this figure, and telescope you will be knowing. Now, types of levels. There are different kinds of level that are available in site or by which you will be conducting leveling. First one is dumpy level. Dumpy level is a simple, compact and stable instrument. A schematic diagram of the dumpy level is shown here, which will be consisting of a telescope, an eyepiece, a shade, objective end, then a bubble tube, then a diaphragm adjusting screws and a focusing screw will be there in order to adjust your visions. Then foot screws will be there to do the leveling. Then upper parallel plate or tri batch. Then foot plate will be also there for a dumpy level. These are the basic levels that are used in the construction work, and this level is screwed ball joint or by foot screws, which are adjusted first in one direction and then at 90 degrees while conducting the leveling. The main advantage of this instrument is that it is very simple and it is really stable, and only fewer adjustment is required in this particular type of instrument, and it is simple in construction with very few movable parts, and it has good life. And the main disadvantage is that the telescope is always rigidly fixed to its support, therefore it cannot be rotated along the longitudinal axis, about its longitudinal axis. Okay. Now, next type of level is Y level. The difference between Y level and other level is that here this telescope will be supported by two vertical supports as shown in this figure. You can see a Y-shaped support. Two supports are there, and this telescope can be rotated, moved or even raised in this Y's. Okay. That is the difference. It can be moved. Then reversible level, it combines the features of both dumpy and Y level, and here the telescope can be inserted from either direction and fixed in position. In case of tilting level, it is also termed as Indian office pattern level, and in this level it can tilt about its horizontal axis, and hence it is called a tilting level. You can see a tilting screw here for the tilting level. Now is the automatic level. It is a professional leveling tool that is used by the land surveyors, builders, contractors and our engineers. And it is self-alignment is possible in this type of level. It is a recent development, and it has an inclination compensating device which will be helping in doing the leveling automatically. Here no manual leveling is done. The leveling can be done automatically. That is why it is termed automatic level. Leveling can be done automatically. The figure shows three prism arrangement inside this particular automatic level, which will be helping in adjusting the level. Okay. The middle prism is suspended by the fine wiring, and it is as shown in this figure, and the compensator will be deviating the line of sight by the amount that telescope is out of sight. So it is the compensator that is helping in adjusting the line of sight. Then it is also simple to use, and it has higher precisions and higher speed and limited errors, and it has wide range of applications. It can be used in larger projects. And there is one more level, that is digital level. It uses digital electronic image process, or it will be having a charged coupled device, and it's also having higher accuracy. Speaking about the accuracy, uh, the accuracy in rod reading is 0.5 mm and maximum range is 100 meter. And we can measure elevation, height differences, and we can do the normal leveling, setting out and all other engineering works under surveying. Then basically this will be using a special barcoded staff reading device. Okay. And This electronic device is so adjusted that it can decode this barcoded staff reading using some arrangements inside it. Okay, and we will be using some software in order to compare the data. So basically the features of the digital level is that um, it has fatigue free observation from in from the objects observer point of view, and it is very user friendly because its menus are very simple to read and understand, and it is having higher precision, and it has automatic data storage. So there will not be any tedious jobs like booking, and there will not be any associated errors of booking. Okay, and so it is really fast. So this components of digital level will be mainly, as earlier said, it will be having a digital level, it will be having a barcoded leveling stuff and a software. Okay, so this digital level has the same optical and mechanical component as that of a normal automatic level, but some difference is there in its mechanisms and all. So this will be having a beam splitter, which purpose of which is to read the electronic staff reading, and it will be transferring the barcoded image, and we can use some software in order to decode that reading, and we can hence find the elevation of the points while conducting the leveling using this particular instrument. So that's about the digital level. Thank you.